Hi guys, this is George back here with another video and welcome to another news update where today I've got some more information on the tallest, fastest and longest roller coaster that is set to be built in Saudi Arabia. Of course, Six Flags Qiddiya is a park that was announced a few years ago and there was a lot of speculation around this. Lots of people thought it wasn't going to happen, including myself. I didn't think this would ever happen. However, the plan, right from when this park was announced, was to build the world's tallest, fastest and longest roller coaster. And it looks like this is going to be happening. In fact, construction is well underway for this coaster now. A lot has been happening on the site of where this theme park is planned to be. It's near the capital of Saudi Arabia and it looks like it's going to be absolutely fantastic. We've recently had some more news about Falcon's flight. The train was revealed at IAPA a couple of weeks ago and we have got some stats for the ride. So we also have an announcement video which I'm going to show now and then I will go through some of these stats. So Falcon's flight is going to be the first exocoaster, and an exocoaster is going to be a coaster that is over 600 foot. We haven't even got one that's 500 foot yet. We're completely skipping 500 feet and going straight over to 600. Of course, at the moment, the current world's tallest roller coaster is Qiddiya at Six Flags Great Adventure. That stands at 456 feet tall, and I've actually ridden that. I rode that in 2018, and it's an amazing experience. However, with this ride, this is going to be it's going to be so much bigger than this ride. Qiddiya, 456 foot. This ride, we're looking at a 640 foot elevation. And of course I say elevation because elevation is different to height. So with this ride, it's literally going to go on the top of a cliff. So you're going to start off, as you've just seen with the animation, you're going to start off by going up from what looks to be a launched lift hill, so something like Maverick at Cedar Point, and then you go down a twisted drop and into lots of different airtime hills. It looks like a very similar kind of layout to Conda during this section at Wallaby, Belgium. It's definitely giving me kind of Conda vibes. And then, just as when most coasters would be coming to an end, you're then going to launch up to the top of this cliff, this massive cliff that's around the park. It's going to be a massive backdrop for the park, and then you're going to do some elements on the top of the cliff. It's literally going to kind of lean over the edge of the cliff, which is going to be absolutely insane. I reckon that's going to be probably the kind of sketchiest part of the ride. Of course, it's going to be 100% safe, but with this ride, the train design, you've got lap bars on here, being at the top of a cliff, 640 feet above ground level. That's the elevation of this ride. In terms of the actual height, we don't know yet. However, something did come up on RCDB when the train was first announced, saying that the maximum height was going to be 601 feet. However, that has been removed since, so we don't know what the maximum height is going to be. However, after you drop off this cliff, that is when you're going to be reaching your maximum speed, which is going to be nearly 156 miles per hour. As of now, the world's fastest roller coaster is Formula Rossa over in Abu Dhabi, and that reaches a max speed of 149 miles per hour. So we are seeing a few miles per hour added on top of this. We're seeing an extra 7 miles per hour put on top of this. And of course, you're going to drop off the side of the edge of that cliff, you're going to reach that max speed, and then you're going to go into what is the tallest element of the ride without taking away the cliff section and being on top of the cliff. And you're going to go into this absolutely massive airtime hill. So at the moment on RCD, according to RCDB, the drop is going to be 519 feet. I assume that's going to be coming off of the cliff. I don't know if that's going to be coming off the cliff or if it's going to be the airtime hill. I assume it's going to be the drop off the cliff because we don't have an actual height stated for this massive airtime hill. However, you're going to go over this airtime hill, and then there's going to be a few more low to the ground elements. Lots of S-bends and more airtime hills, some low to the ground elements. You're going to get some amazing airtime here, and you're really going to feel the speed of this roller coaster. Now, it is the track length that has really impressed me with this. Of course, we knew this was going to be the world's tallest, fastest and longest roller coaster. However, the track length is way longer than I think anyone was thinking it would be. So currently, the world's longest roller coaster is Steel Dragon 2000, and that has just over 8,000 feet of track. With this ride, we're going to be looking at nearly 14,000 feet of track. According to RCDB, we're looking at 13,943 feet of track, which is absolutely incredible. I honestly cannot wait for this roller coaster. It's a shame it's so far away from where I live, but here we go, the world's tallest, fastest and longest roller coaster, and it's going to a country that really is not known for roller coasters. Of course, you've got the UAE not very far away, and they've got some big standout coasters over there, but that is the point of this project. They want more to make Saudi Arabia into more of a tourist country, more roller coasters and theme parks, and there are other roller coasters that are going to be opening here. The world's first S&S Axis coaster is going to be opening at a Transformers theme park over there in the not so distant future. There's actually going to be 3 Axis coasters that are going around Saudi Arabia. We have a few details about one of them. The other 2 we still don't know. However, once more is announced, then I'll probably do a video about all 3 of them, with it being the first of its kind ride. But this video is about Falcon's Flight, the world's tallest, fastest and longest roller coaster. I absolutely can't wait for it. I think it's going to be absolutely incredible, and I will definitely have to make sure I go there. Hopefully opening year. In terms of the opening year, a lot of rumours suggest it's going to be late 2024, however, nothing has been confirmed yet. Of course, construction is well underway, however, with a massive project like this, it could take a long time to construct. Of course, we're literally seeing this roller coaster go up the side of a cliff. This is going to take a long time to build. It's a massive project, a very ambitious project. I can't wait to carry on following the construction. There's not been loads of photos because, of course, it's kind of out in the middle of the desert. It's in a bit of a bizarre area for a coaster of this scale. And that leads me on to my next point as well. A roller coaster in the desert. How reliable is this ride going to be? It's an Intamin. It's a first of its kind. It's in the desert. It uses LSMs. In my opinion, I don't think this is going to be a very reliable ride, and I do think it is going to have some major technical problems, especially towards after it first opens. Of course, we all know when a ride is brand new, it does tend to have more technical problems as it kind of settles in and gets used to operating, basically. So that does happen, and an example of that, Wicker Man, that's something I can remember. I remember being there opening day for Wicker Man. It didn't open until right at the end of the day, and I queued 80 minutes for it in the fast track queue, and that 80 minutes was because it kept breaking down. If it didn't keep breaking down, I would have probably been there for about 30 to 40 minutes, but it kept breaking down, and it was down for pretty much the whole day. So that does go to show these new rides do tend to have technical problems during their first few weeks of operation. Bear in mind, this is going to be in the desert. It's going to be operating in a hot climate with LSM launches. I don't think it's going to be very reliable. So is it going to be a good idea to maybe wait a bit before going out there, or go out there straight away and ride it? I do really want to get there for opening day. Hopefully that will happen. However, I'll have to see what happens, or maybe closer to the time I'll decide maybe wait and see how reliable it is, and kind of wait until it's settled in a bit, so it's having less technical problems maybe, and wait and see how the park handle its technical issues and reliability. I don't know, but we will find out once it's open. So yeah, hopefully late 2024 is when it'll be opening, and I absolutely can't wait to ride it. So then guys, that is now the end of this video here. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at George Kelly, and follow me on Twitter at George Kelly. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe everyone, and I'll see you all later. Bye!